What's up folks, Pauleh here, and this is an update video. There's a few things I want to talk about and some things I want to get feedback on. I currently have a thread set up on Pauleh.com in the forums under the feedback section. The thread is titled Pauleh Plays Feedback Wanted. It is linked to the description of this video, so if you could go there and provide me with some feedback on a few things, that would be great. I'm going to be going through the topics in greater detail in this video, so this is going to be a fairly long, boring video, heads up, but there are a few things I do want to talk about first though. So first of all, I'm trying to get organised, so I'm kind of all over the place. Many times I've said I'm going to get schedules up for streaming, schedules for this, that, I want to start doing this, I've got this series idea. I'm all over the place. I'm a bit erratic at the moment with the way I'm doing things, and that's not good, and I want to get organised and do it properly. So I have a sort of list of things I'm trying to get sorted out. One of them's to get Pauleh.com finished. It used to be the Ashes website, and I've turned it into my own sort of personal blog because it wasn't really being used. But that exists, and you're welcome to go there. It's Pauleh.com. I'm hoping to get like a nice little group of people on there. We, get a nice little community going. The Ashes is still alive. That will be used for clans and guilds such as the Old Republic and any other games we decide to set up a chapter in. So one of the first things I want to do when get myself organised is something I'm going to call the finishing. Now, I have many games that I've started series on and never gone back to. Some of them are for obvious reasons, such as, game crashed, lost save, things like that, or it's one of those ongoing games where you can invest out, like Minecraft, where there's no end to it, things like that. But there are some series I started and never went back to, such as Black and White, Armor Free Campaign, How to Survive, Dead Rising 3, games like that. It's my intention to go back and finish them all off before April. So April is my deadline, at least I'm hoping to stick to that. I'm going to go back, I'm going to finish these series, and I'm going to get them all sorted out in the playlist and everything so you can watch them from start to finish. Because right now, you watch Black and White, you'll suddenly come to a stop, and I haven't revisited that for a long time. A long time. I really do apologise for that, but my problem with that was reinstalling my operating system, and Black and White is a very old game. You have to do a few things to get it working, and I just haven't had the chance to do that since I've moved to the States. But I plan on getting that done, so that'll be complete before April, same for Armored 3 and all the other games. Now, you may have noticed I haven't mentioned a couple of them, such as Skyrim. My Skyrim roleplay series will continue as per normal, but right now I haven't released a video in a while. I understand that. I'm going to get back on top of it, but it's not on hold. It's still going. Don't worry, that's going to continue. The end is basically when I want it to end, but that's not yet, nowhere near yet, so that's going to be an ongoing series. I have older games like Starbound and Space Base DF9, Space Engineers. These are games that don't really have an ending. In terms of Space Base, I was mostly trying to showcase the game and show you everything you could do, and then Double Fine kind of just, stopped the updates on the game. They said it's complete. So I've pretty well showed everything I can show you in that game. At some point I may go back and just do a playthrough and see how far I can get on it, but for now I'm not too worried about that series. If there's a really big demand for it, then I will go back and make sure I bring that out soon, but you guys have got to let me know. So let me know, like on Pauleh.com of the series discussion, that would be great. As I said, this sort of event or project is called The Finishing. It's listed on the forums as well, where you can see a list of games. If I've missed anything out that you think I should go back and finish, please let me know in that thread. So I'm trying to get organised, and I've made a feedback thread here, and I want to go through a few of these points. The first one is the intro at the start of this video, the static, the white noise, you know, how do you feel about that? Is it okay? Is it annoying? Would you prefer I didn't use an intro at all? Would you like me to change my intro? Is it okay? Because it's currently 4 seconds. You don't want a long intro to a video, you just want to sort of have it up and then go straight in the game. Now, I understand if you're binge watching through videos. I know a lot of people go back through my old series and watch it from start to finish, and I can understand it might get a little bit annoying, but at the same time it's only 4 seconds. So how much does it bother you? Please let me know. I need feedback on this because I'm considering changing it, but at the same time, if it's fine, I'll just keep it as it is. Audio quality. How do you find the quality of the audio in my videos? Does it sound okay? Do the keyboard clicks in the background bother you at all? Because you can definitely hear them when I play, but listening to most other Let's Plays and streamers, you can always hear the keyboard. No one's ever really complained about it, no one's ever really mentioned it in fact, so I'm assuming it's not an issue, but let me know, do you guys find it too annoying? Because I'll do my best to try and dampen the sound as much as I can. There are extreme methods I can do, such as putting a towel over my keyboard and over my hands, but it's kind of it's not really ideal, but there are ways I can go a little bit further to try and soften the sound. Are there any other noises that bother you? The way I speak, sometimes, you can hear the purrs and I'm not sure what you really call them, mouth clicks when I talk. Is that very is it frustrating to listen to? Is it annoying? Things like that I'd like feedback on. Video quality. Are my videos okay? Do they pixelate too much? Does it ever become unwatchable? Is the quality good enough to just, is it okay to watch? As I said, I've never had any feedback on this, so I assume that's good. But I'm trying to improve everything overall, so if there's any suggestions, please let me know. Would you like to see 60 FPS videos? I mean, if you guys want to see that, I could definitely try. I know it may require me to turn down the graphics in some of my games, though, to accommodate this. But we can see. We can certainly see. Now, here's a big one, editing. Now, right now, most of my series are basically raw footage, minus some minor editing. Now, the way I've always done everything regarding my my channel has been how I like it when I watch another Let's Player. So that's why, if you ever see anything on my channel, that's why that is. But I'm hoping to change it and accommodate you guys more. Now, this mostly refers to Mount and Blade. You'll see me play through, you'll see me get defeated, I'll rebuild an army, things like that. It takes time, it's an ongoing effort, but how do you feel about that? Do you guys get fed up of seeing this? Would you prefer I cut out every fight I lose? Anytime I lose all my troops, would you prefer I cut it out and just, continue once I've already rebuilt my forces and got everyone trained up? Because I can certainly cut all that out if you guys would like, and just keep more of the meaningful, meatier parts of the video for you guys to consume. But if you don't really have any issues with that, then please let me know. For instance, a good example is Minecraft. You never want to see someone mining, so I don't include mining. But I do include most of the building aspects because I like to see how things are built. I like to see how Let's Players get to where they are in whatever games they're playing. But if you guys would like me to start cutting down on this stuff, let me know. Schedules. So, one thing I kind of used to do back when I was in the UK was release videos the same time every day. It kind of stopped, and now I release it whenever, which isn't really ideal. Would you guys prefer I release videos at the same time every day, or doesn't it matter to you? Are you fine with just going onto your YouTube subscriptions and seeing when a game has released or one of my videos is released? Also, with schedules, I could start releasing certain series on certain days, For instance, I could always release a Path of Darkness video on a Monday. Every Monday a new Path of Darkness, or every Monday and Thursday there'd be a new Star Wars Conquest Path of Darkness video. Maybe Tuesdays could be Viking Conquest, Wednesdays could be Floris, and so on. I'm also planning to try and increase the amount of videos I actually release to 2 a day, hopefully. So if I was to ever do that, my goal then would be to release one of my main series in the morning, which would probably be, you know, like Mount and Blade, and then the following video, which would release sometime later that day, would be just a regular playthrough of a game, such as Dead Rising 3. It's not quite as popular as my Mount and Blade series, but I could release it so you get a second video every day, rather than releasing it on one day and taking a spot away from one of my main series, if that makes sense. But that's something I can definitely consider, and also I could add all this to the calendar on Pauleh.com so you guys can see what videos releasing on what day at what time, and I can have a countdown on the front of the website so you can see when the next video is going to release. Would you guys prefer that? So one of the last things I want to talk about quickly is my logo. I'm always looking ahead at what I can do, and you know, something I want to start thinking about is trying to change my logo up a little bit to something a bit more interesting, where I can spread around a little, maybe use on merchandise eventually, such as t-shirts and things, as seems to be the way these days. But currently I have, you know, the Pauleh Plays, the 2Ps back to back. So a couple of things I want to know about this. When you first see that, do you understand what it's saying if the Pauleh Plays text wasn't at the bottom? If it just had PP back to back, but you knew it was from my channel, would you even know it's Pauleh Plays? So that's what I'm kind of worried about, because right now it does look kind of weird. And I kind of want to change it. I haven't decided yet, but one of the things I was hoping, maybe not exactly, you know, letters, maybe some sort of mascot, as it were. I've always been very big into logos and mascots as I've been growing up following esports. I think Meet Your Makers was one of my favourites, which had this little demon guy on there, which just seemed pretty cool. But SK Gaming, they've got the old classic SK as their emblem, things like that. I would like to get just a logo I could put on, you know, thumbnails for my videos, intros, possible merchandise, the website, you know, use as my avatar, things like that. Using Minecraft, you know, stuff like that. That's what I'm after. But I need a sort of idea. Now, originally I kind of wanted to turn what I had into a sort of skull, but one of the problems with that is a skull is overdone. Many YouTubers and streamers use it. So I'm trying to think of alternatives. Now keep in mind, I'm a big fan of the post-apocalyptic genre, hence Ashes. I always have, and I probably always will be. So I was thinking something along the lines of a gas mask. I'm not entirely sure, I'm just brainstorming ideas, but something along those lines would be cool to use as a sort of logo / emblem. So if anyone's got any suggestions on what might be cool, or if you ever want to draw anything and send it to me so I can check it out, then please reply on that website. So that's mostly everything I want feedback for. Like I said, the link to this thread is in the description of this video. You can leave comments if you want, but ideally I'd like to try and get some feedback on my actual website. It's just easier for me to consume and reply to and so on. But yeah, I think I've rambled enough now. Hopefully you haven't fallen asleep if you made it this far into the video. I guess a couple of other things worth mentioning, since this is actually an update video, is I do have some new audio equipment. I've got a condenser here, and it was hopefully going to help me sort of sort my voice out a little bit so I can speak louder without blowing your ears out, but you can still hear it crystal clear. And I ran into a little issue with this though, is that I need another piece of equipment. I need to get a mixer. So that's kind of on hold at the moment. But once I get that, audio should become better. Eventually, I want to try and invest in a new microphone. Hopefully, get one of those standalone ones. Hopefully, my voice becomes clearer. I cut out a lot of the mouth clicks, the purrs when I speak, things like that. Currently, I'm using a headset, so it's all amplified, and I've got no control over it, sadly. But that's my goal. Eventually, I would like to bring back some servers for everyone to play on, but at the moment it's funds, so until I can get all that sorted, that's going to be a little quiet, but any information will appear on Pauleh.com. Again, Pauleh.com is my website. You're all welcome to sign up on there, join the community. We still play a few different games, not as much as I'd like, but I'd hopefully be able to try and get this all going again. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here because I am rambling now, and that's not good. So, thank you for watching this video. I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback. If there's anything else you want to ask, there's a few new sections to ask me stuff on Pauleh.com, so go there, ask away, and I'll do my best to answer. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Till next time, guys.